Welcome to Having Fun, I'm Yale. Today's video is gonna be a little bit special and different from the usual as I upload before. Yes and no, it's not another review, it's not another tutorial, and yes, it is something that many people will have asked me about and the miniature worlds and everything, but at some point they have make their research and find it in Reddit and everything other web page that they can like give you information about, even blog spots. So today's video is gonna be talking about for your miniatures. For example, my finished old miniature that is the Locust Heavy Destroyer, and also my awesome Tech Marine. Today, these two fellas have been painted and sealed. They have been painted with Vallejo paints, and also they have been sealed with the usual way, as many people would say, the traditional or old style way of the sealing, that was with matte varnish. Yes, it is, and in spray can matte varnish. And also this fella, the incredible tactical warsuit, the Victor tactical warsuit. This fella wasn't actually like sealed like the other two ones. This guy has been sealed with Topcoat. Yes, with Tamiya Topcoat, and with it I'm gonna be showing you some of the usual knowledge on which the sealers are the best. So today's video is that between those two, which one of the twos are the best sealers, or are both sealers the best? Let's go and find out in today's video. So stay put and we'll be in a while. See you there, guys. Hey guys, welcome to Having Fun. I'm Yale, back from the video before. As I mentioned, today is gonna be the comparison and giving you some feedback about this product that I use for sealing your miniatures. So let's go ahead and give it that awesome looking at those miniatures behind of each one of them, and you will see about them. First things first, well, taking these guys aside and everything, let's go ahead with the first candidate, that it's gonna be the Topcoat from Mr. Hobby that I use for my Invictor Tactical Warsuit. It's kind of good, a good sealer, and let me tell you, I actually use it pretty well, because I actually use a lot of the, like for example, like Gunplas and everything, and this is used for Gunplas. I use for spraying over my Gunplas, and they give me a good result. So with it, yeah, let me tell you, it's really good looking. It protects all the paints and everything, doesn't chip away the paints and everything when you're moving around and everything. That's one thing I love, and it's looking awesome. Actually, I magnetize those parts, yeah. And itself, it looks really awesome, and well, nothing more to tell. But one thing that you're gonna be considered about, it's the sound of the miniature when you're handling it. It's more like you're handling sand, something like when you actually use sandpaper. Yeah, when you actually use a sandpaper over a surface, that's the sound of that surface, like a sandpapered surface. Well, for it does a good job. You don't need to use the top coat when it's like in a cold temperature and everything. You cannot use it in cold temperatures and everything. You can actually use it in a cold temperature when you have even let me tell you, a hard dryer. You just apply over the miniature and everything, and just run back to your house and just use your hair dryer and put it in like in heat mode, and you start to apply the dryer over the miniature, and that will make it dry really fast. This will actually dry in less than 10 to 15 minutes when using a hair dryer, If you're leaving it to dry, for example, like this, it will take like 30 minutes to dry, and that's all, and it will be ready for when you want to handle the miniature and everything. It can be used it from Gunpla and everything, and it's really pretty cheap. One of the things that I think about the Mr. Hobbies, it's that they're cheaper than Tamiya's and other kind of products that are like, for example, sealers. I actually bought this one for $6. Yeah, this can for $6 of sealing and everything. It's really cheap. But there are many other ones that, for example, $12 in other like offline shops, and I will not buy them, even if it's from Master Hub itself. You should go ahead and buy it from the cheapest place ever. It's not like they have used this can. Oh my god, they sell me like a used can. No, every can that comes out it will arrive you with a protecting plastic bag over the 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 can, and itself it will have a metallic like aluminum foil in a rectangle style, glued together, not glued together, like stick together, so it will be like a new product that wasn't opened and everything. That's one of the cautious things that they have when they are like bringing you these kinds of products to you. Well, as it looks like, it doesn't peel away paint, doesn't need paint and everything. For example, all those paints look the same as I applied them, and yeah, they look amazing. Now, taking this guy aside, let's go ahead and bring the old school fella. So, at first, I didn't know in my country that I have the Vallejo satin varnish and everything, but I didn't know how to apply them. They say you should apply it with a little bit of water, thin down with water, and apply over the miniature, but that's one thing. I don't know how much it takes to dry those things. When I make a mistake, I could actually make a mistake that would be awfully bad. That can make the things go so bad that it will not be it could be able to be recovered or remake that or take that mistake out back and make it as a good mistake for many people, but for me it was like a bad thing. So for that, instead of going with the usual like brushing style, I go with the more spray style. For example, I actually buy this one. I actually did a little bit of research on Reddit and everything if I could use Liquitex professional matte varnish in miniatures, and well, there are many Reddit posts that they answer that correctly, and they don't go straight to the point. They just begin to tell you a story, like a large story like this and that, and I don't want to hear that. I want just the point of everything. If it's good, I can use it, it's safe and everything from miniatures, blah blah blah. Because let me tell you, there are many people that they're, instead of using spray cans, they're using airbrush systems and everything. They can use the varnish with it, but one of the issues with the varnish is that it's gonna cog the spray's nozzle from this airbrush system, and it will damage it. So when you're trying to actually spray, it will actually blow up in your hand because of the like nozzle being all cocked together and everything, and you will not be able to use it. So you need to always consider about that. And handling airbrushing, you should be at least have mastered the basics of the airbrushing system. And remember, using an airbrush, as I was seeing in many YouTube videos, it's not that easy. They could make it look easy, but not. It's a lot of like using a weight system or mechanical weight system that has for grams and everything. You wanted to use that thing, and then this and that. It's a lot of things that you need to consider about. Now, I actually use this in two miniatures that I've been using, and this is one of them. This is the Primaris Tegmarine, and also, this is the Locus Heavy Destroyer from the Necrons Reinforced. These two are from the reinforcement packs. Let me tell you, they look awesome, but one of the cons about this varnish, I mean, every varnish, I think it's the same for every varnish. They take a lot of time to dry. 48 hours. 48 hours you can handle. 24 hours it's okay to handle, but 48 hours is the most curated way to use when it's finished it's finished dry. It's a way that you want to. It's when they say, okay, I'm fully dry, you can handle me and everything, but at 12 hours you shouldn't have handled me. It will be in 12 hours it will be a little bit sticky still, some of the parts, but the paint will not come out. That's one thing. It will be sticky. The surface will be sticky when you're trying to like handle this and that. But the other thing that you're gonna be considering after 48 hours, as I waited for myself, they will look smooth. You can handle, you can give it a look, and the paint will not be rubbed off. So that's one of the cons of the sealer. And let me tell you, that's only one of the cons that they have. The pros, it's, oh yeah, the cons is when you're trying to buy these spray cans of matte varnish, satin varnish, gloss varnish, and everything. I think mine cost me like $12. I don't know if it's like cheap or expensive. I don't know, but I think it was cheap. It was cheap. In other countries, it could be expensive, but I think for myself it was cheap. And this was the last one for that store that I bought, because after I go ahead and try to buy a new one, they didn't have anymore. They didn't have. So I think the next time I'm gonna be sticking to matte medium to apply it to these miniatures and see how well it looks them on them. And if it looks awesome, I'm gonna be sticking to matte medium, like brushing, applying over all the miniature, and yeah. So to end this thing now, giving my point of view on both of them, is this guy the winner or is this guy? Well, as I mentioned before, the cons and pros, the cons for each one of them, it depends on your like. If you like to wait just less minutes and just do your job pretty fast, use your Topcoat. And if you want to do your like more like detail, want to wait, don't want to worry about and everything, just leave it hanging out there, your miniature, and do other stuff, you can use the matte varnish. Also, one of the things that matte varnish you should be applying before in a cold temperatures environment, you should always apply a gloss varnish. Always apply a gloss varnish first, and then you can apply your matte varnish over it. So when it's gonna be applied, that was one of the cons. Yeah, I didn't mention the cons of the varnish things is that when you apply in a cold temperature environment, it will leave you with, oh my god, ice surface parts. For example, cold surface parts with like ice surface parts as well will be, for example, I apply here, let it dry, oh my god, it's too cold, it will be all clouded with gray and blue, like this in this part, only this part, and will be, oh my god, what happened to my paint job, dude? It will be looking like that, really bad, and you don't want that. That's when people could give you two answers or two tips. One of my tips, as I mentioned before, it's the first one: gloss varnish, then matte varnish itself. Or secondary, apply this varnish and go really bad, running back to your house and just use the hair dryer. Use your hair dryer, and then it will be looking fine enough. So guys, that was all for the video of today. I hope that you enjoy, and don't forget, give that thumbs up, like, comment down below what you think about this video, and please, we're nearly close to those 50 subscribers, and make that holy Jesus Indomitus challenge, guys. So I'm waiting it, and I'm really happy to wish everyone a good weekend, so you can start very good and fresh. So enjoy it, this video. I know it's more informative and everything, but it will be helpful for those who are beginners and those who are like people who have those questions and they never take them out from their brains or their heads. That's the answer for those videos. So go ahead and enjoy. See you in the next one. Yeah, from having fun, saying goodbye.